Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest. The William Pace Show, asking the questions you want to ask, getting the answers everyone wants to know. It's a new season of the William Pace Show. We're raising the bar with more commitment to educate, inform, encourage, inspire, empower, and help you have your best life. Everyone deserves to have their best life. I'm just staying the course. Here we go.
Hello, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. Tonight, my guest is Erma Cooper from the American Institute of Musical Studies. As you know, we always start the show out by reading letters from the viewers, and I love this part of the show. To write to the William Pace Show, write to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. That's P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. If your letter is chosen to be read on the air, you'll receive a gift from the William Pace Show. Tonight's letter is from a Helen Michaels, and she says, "Hi, William. You're looking better and better these days. How many pounds have you lost? Please send me an autographed photo of you. Sincerely, Helen Michaels." Well, thank you very much, Helen, for writing. And I've lost a total of 75 pounds with 50 pounds to go. It's a real Joshua for the Battle of Jericho. We're going to send you an autographed photo of me and also a box of Esther Price Fine Chocolates. Coming up next, conversation with Erma Cooper. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Hello, I'm William Pace. I'll be singing a concert this Sunday, November 21st at 4 p.m. at the Dayton Playhouse. To purchase tickets, call 275-7629. That's 275-7629 to order tickets. Hope to see you Sunday. Hello, I'm William Pace. Thanks so much for tuning us in tonight. I'm really happy about tonight because 20 years ago I was discovered by a lady by the name of Erma Cooper from the American Institute of Musical Studies. Of course, I was much younger then, but she heard something in my voice and she thought that I could be a singer, so she took me abroad and I studied at the American Institute of Musical Studies. Please welcome my guest, Erma Cooper. Good to see you.
Well, it's good to see you, William, after all this time. I remember you as a young man with a plan.
Young man with a plan.
And I don't know how old you were, but I think you were still in your teens.
Yes.
You had it all figured out that you wanted to study opera in Graz, Austria with Ames, and you had a timetable set up. In 2 years, you were to sing at the New York City Opera, and in 3 years at the Met. And our group met in Vienna that year, and so we were not giving lessons, but we were having auditions, and you were very upset because your timetable was being...
My clock was running out. Clock.
But anyway, there you were with a plan. And I think you've had many plans since then. I have always admired the way you have extricated yourself from some serious problems and difficulties, but you always came up somehow. You kept going. Your inner courage has been something that I have always admired.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. You know, folks, it's always good to have someone that believes in you. They say behind every successful person, there's another person behind you pushing you on the way. And I just thank you for your support. Now, you're on the board of the American Institute of Musical Studies, which is called AIMS.
Yes.
And so how long has AIMS been in existence?
This will be its 32nd year, but it will be our 30th year in Graz, Austria. And so there are big plans for that celebration this year.
30th.
30th. Isn't that incredible?
Wow, it's hard to believe because I guess I was there in 1974. 1974. What was the big reason to start the American Institute of Musical Studies?
The big reason was that in the late 60s, young people were traveling to Europe on choir tours. And Richard Owens, who was a former colleague of mine, he and a travel agent friend, who was also a singer, decided it would be a very good idea if a course could be planned where young people could go someplace and study and learn something. They would spend about the same amount of money. Now, the advantages of traveling with a choir are wonderful, but it's different. So we chose Freiburg in Germany because it's in the middle of the Black Forest, which is, you know, we understand Black Forest. It sounds European. We were there for 2 years. However, the German school terms don't quite coincide with the American school times. So we couldn't always use the facilities.
I see.
At the conservatory, we couldn't always use their faculty. But we had a friend in Dallas who kept saying, "We'll come to Graz because we have this, it's a lovely city, and we have plenty of room in a student housing there, and you come." Well, we didn't want to go that far away. But in the 3rd year in Freiburg, we were going to be housed in sort of motel-type rooms on the outskirts of town, and we would have to put the pianos in people's sleeping rooms, which isn't very good. But we did have a part of a stage in the Opera House. However, 3 weeks before we were to leave, they discovered termites, so we could not use that.
So it sounded like the beginnings of AIMS was sort of turbulent then.
It was. So we thought, well, we'd better go to Graz, but we wondered what we would say to our constituents, and I said, just say we are going to Graz, and we are going to Freiburg, and sometimes in Europe, a town will have a name and it will be called something else there. It's Freiburg, but over there it is spelled G-R-A-Z.
Right, Graz. But you know, it's beautiful, folks. It's beautiful in Graz. I remember the mountains there, and the air, the clarity of the air is clear, fresh. You know, it's just a beautiful place, and I have such fond memories of Austria.
Well, we had wonderful facilities for our living. We live in student housing, and we each have a single room, faculty and everybody. Where we teach is another part of the city, so that they have to travel on the streetcars to get through town.
So you get a chance to see the city?
Yes. And we had wonderful performing places. There's a very handsome concert hall that we use now. That was not available when you were there. It was still being restored after the war.
You know, today more and more singers are looking for a way to get exposure, to get training and experience. And that's why I think Ames was so helpful to me, because I think I was 19 years old, and I got a chance to go abroad to study the languages, to perform, and to have all that experience in schooling, and some of the world's best teachers.
We had wonderful teachers, acting teachers, coaches, pianists, and there were opportunities to perform in little ways or bigger ways, and it still is that way, and people come home and say, well, thank you for letting me come. Well, we because they have grown.
More with Erma Cooper when we return. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Hi, I'm William Pace. We're back talking with Erma Cooper from the American Institute of Musical Studies. And before we went to break, we were talking about singers getting exposure and training, studying abroad. And do you think more and more opportunities are available for young American singers abroad?
No.
No? Fewer?
When I went there on my own, they were desperate for Americans, because it was soon enough after the war that the singing population had been diminished. I mean, they were hungry, you know, they couldn't sing so well. So I went over by myself. I was very lucky. I did things kind of the wrong way. I went for 6 months, but I stayed for 12 years.
12 years.
And I did have wonderful experience. But now, and the opera houses had lots of money. It seems that in earlier days, the opera houses were supported by the lords of the royalty.
Okay, the affluent people.
When they were dismantled, then those responsibilities were taken over by the various cities or states, and so they had large amounts of money to use. Well, they overused it, and then the cities began to notice that they'd better watch the budget. They had to curtail the hiring of singers. They combined with a neighboring opera company. They had fewer performances, and so now we cannot say that Ames is the springboard to singing in Europe. because we just can't say that.
There are other entities now that are there.
Yes. However, if they want to try it, we show them how to do it, and if they want to try it after we have all left, they at least know how and what to expect as far as repertoire, as far as auditioning, as far as living, and how they will be paid, how much they will have to pay the agents, and things like that. So it is still a very fine experience for them. We give them good performing possibilities. We have a 72-piece symphony orchestra, which is very fine. The critics rate it as the second best orchestra in Austria.
Wow.
They are professional singers, professional players.
Musicians,
They have to audition every year, and they keep coming back. They like our conductor.
Who is the conductor?
Pardon me?
Who is the conductor?
Cornelius Eberhardt,
Okay.
who has been with us since before Ames started. And so they like the music. They are discovering that singers are pretty good people to play for after all. And they, as I say, they have to be auditioned every year so that it will have the proper blend.
They're all professional musicians.
Yeah. They pay their own airfare.
Wow.
And we give them room and board.
Great.
But they keep coming back. 40% of them each year will have been there before.
Let me ask you about the singers, since I'm a singer and so forth. When you're out auditioning singers, what are you looking for?
Well, we're looking for the quality. We're looking for the ability to communicate. We are looking for their languages, their understandability, things like that. They're very technical. Then the personal appearance.
Now, say there might be a singer out there now who would like to study abroad, but maybe doesn't have a financial means to make it happen. Are there various grants and scholarships at the school that will help?
We have very limited resources for that, but we try to help as much as we can. We give out a number of small grants, but we don't. We can't pay anybody for waiting tables because we don't need them for that. So they can pass out programs and move tables and chairs, and maybe do a little bit in the computer room. We hire people that handle the computers and the office, but we try to. I write many letters to whom it may concern that they can use for their
support.
benefit recital, depending on, and there are scholarship funds available from various places, so we can steer a little bit, but they have to raise the most of it.
Quite a bit of it themselves. Okay. Let's talk about the auditions. I know that soon you'll be going out on the audition route.
Yes.
And so in Ohio, where will the auditions be?
Well, in Ohio, we will be in Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, and Akron.
4 cities.
Yes, they are in January and February. And we hear they will provide an information form with their repertoire, and we will hear them and then talk to them about what their goals are and also what some of their skills are in order to justify our helping them financially. We do find that we have more funds for men singers because men are not likely to get too much help from home, and opera needs lots of men.
So in the audition process, how many numbers are you required to?
They have to present 4 they present 4 things. They choose one piece, and then if I'm hearing them, I choose the second piece, and then we get into our talking.
Do you think more and more singers, when they study at the American Institute of Musical Studies, that they eventually go on to have active careers?
Some of them do. Some of them go home and they finish their schooling, or sing at home. But we have a surprising number of people that are singing worldwide. And have been doing this.
One of the most successful graduates is Barbara Daniels.
Barbara Daniels was with us our very first year. Then she came back 3 years later, and she has sung all over.
Even with the Metropolitan Opera.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She's quite known.
We have Deborah Pulaski, who sings at where they do the Ring. Bayreuth.
Okay.
She has been singing there for a number of years. Right now she's in Vienna. There are really very many. Chris Merritt is one that sang in the Salzburg Festival again this summer.
So Ames is a way, the American Institute of Musical Studies, is a way that singers can get the training and the schooling.
We have a course in how to audition, how to write the resumes, and how to sing. We have mock auditions so that they will be a little bit better prepared when a real agent comes.
Are there more opportunities in Europe to perform?
Not too many.
About the same as it is in America?
There's more opera being sung in Europe. You see, we have only one opera that is sort of year-round.
Well, we're almost out of time, and I want to give to the viewers a telephone number. Do you have a number, maybe your number, where people can call you?
Well,
for
they can call me in Columbus, Ohio. I'm the co-director of Ames. I'm also the founding board member of Opera Columbus, which also has a competition. One of the prizes is a tuition to Ames. My number is in Columbus is 614-457-3681.
Okay.
And Nora Sands, who is the general director in Dallas, Texas, is at 363-2683.
Okay. And if you can't remember those numbers, folks, you can always call the William Pace Show office.
Right.
And I'll be very glad to get those numbers for you as well. We can't let you leave without a box of Esther Price fine chocolates.
Oh, you hit me right in the soft spot. I accept.
Thank you so much for coming all the way from Columbus to be on the show. And thank you. And there's a box of
I thank
Esther
you,
Price.
and I thank Esther. And I see Esther's candies are proudly displayed in the grocery store that I inhabit.
And I like to give Esther Price candy, but I don't like to keep it because I'm on a diet. So
All right, well then
there's more to come on the William Pace Show. Stay with us.
The William Pace Show through the years has been a beacon of light in the Midwest, taking you to such destinations as the Navy Pier, the Palmer Hilton Palace Hotel, the German Village, the Showboat Majestic Theatre, the Ohio Village, and the Krohn Conservatory. There's always something cooking in the kitchen on the William Pace Show. Some of the biggest stars, entertainers, and political figures like B.B. King, Jimmy Walker, Bob Carlisle, Patti Austin, Mr. T, Whitley Phibbs, and Congressman Tony Hall have appeared on the William Pace Show. Now, without further ado, we proudly present the William Pace Show on CATV, coming to you from the heart of the Midwest.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.
Hello, I'm William Pace. I'll be singing a concert this Sunday, November 21st at 4 p.m. at the Dayton Playhouse. To purchase tickets, call 275-7629. That's 275-7629 to order tickets. Hope to see you Sunday. To write to the William Pace Show, write to P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. That's P.O. Box 3644, Dayton, Ohio 45401. If your letter is chosen to be read on the air, you'll receive a gift from the William Pace Show. Gotta go. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to the William Pace Show YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell and give us the thumbs up. Thank you.